Welcome back. We've decided to bring the data to Sully at the hand that feeds, and we've told Baruti about that. So all we have left to do is to bring it there. And, you know, I hope that's the right thing to do. For both Baruti and the rest of the world. And we have to walk back to the hand that feeds. You know what's actually a really nice thing about this game I haven't pointed out yet? I don't think I've pointed it out yet anyway, is that it lets you pause anytime. Like, even in unskippable cutscenes, like, you can pause right in the middle of a sentence and it will pick right up. That is still far too rare. Should be normal by now, but it's not. And this game does let you do it, which is very nice. Alright. And I'm going for the wrong door again. I do like doing that, don't I? So let's give that data to Sully.
Reza has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully. And I have something for you.
Ah, a professional visit. Now I am intrigued. So what is it that you may have for me? Oh, come on, don't leave me in such suspense.
Documents linking Unity and Uminska to Watercorp and Wolf.
I beg your pardon? Where in Manu's name did you find these documents?
Baruti tipped me off. He's had his suspicions and he asked me to find evidence.
And you brought it to me, to the hand, instead of your...
It seemed like the right thing to do. That data, it's all in there, all you need for a full exposé.
Christ our Savior on a bucking bicycle.
It's dangerous information, Sully.
Oh, we'll keep your name out of it. Yours and his. Be sure of that. Gasha! And I was going to vote for Uminska. The hand endorsed her, for crying out loud. Are you sure about this? About giving the data to us?
No, but I don't want anything more to do with it.
I'll put people on this right away. We'll need to verify every fact and triple-check with our own sources.
Will you ask Uminska or Watercorp for a response?
Huh? Oh, well, that depends. If there's a chance they could destroy the evidence or hide the trail, then no. No, we won't. And this is why we must move fast. I need everyone to come in. I don't care if they're half a world away. Everyone!
Please keep me in the loop.
I promise. Now, please, excuse me, Zoe.
Of course, yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I hope we did the right thing there. Return home when you're ready. Okay. Sure. Can we talk to Reza again?
What was that about? Sully looks giddy. What did you tell him?
I found something. Unity's been taking corporate payoffs, and they're colluding with Wolf and European Dawn.
What?
Sully will fill you in on the details. I'm sure you're going to get quite busy.
Jesus, sounds like it. Are you okay?
Thumbs up. It's not my ass on the line. It's just disappointing. Anyway, see you later. We're still on for dinner?
Sure. Worst case scenario, I come back to the office after.
Yeah. I'd prepare for a worst case scenario if I were you.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be. Well, looks like we don't have anything else left to do, except to return home. And I think, unfortunately, it's going to make you walk there. That is one thing I don't particularly like about this game, is all the running around it makes you do after you've explored things. Fortunately, going home is not that difficult. The streets are getting emptier, it seems. I guess people are following the eyes advised and staying inside. I mean, I wouldn't want to be outside in this place anyway. We have just return home. Now the goal swing does not go away until you actually hit G. So you have to look at it, whether you want to or not. You'd expect Zoe to write a journal about this turn of events. Something about Hannah, anything, but no. Too bad she does not. I don't think so. Nope. Still nothing. Alright, we're almost there. The pigeons are afraid of me, but they're not afraid of the giant hovercraft hanging above their heads.
Get your man here! Man!
Well, let's hope.
I'm so sorry I'm late. You really threw us a curveball today.
Sounds like you disapprove.
Not at all. I mean, it's great. Well, it's huge, but... Well, I guess it just confirms my fears.
Oh.
About the election work.
Yeah, well, I guess you were right.
You know it's not about that.
No, of course not. Anyway, let's talk.
Yes, let's.
But we apparently don't need to see any of that. Chapter 5, Anamnesis. Ten days later.
General, you call for me.
Step inside, Vamon.
How do you find your quarters, General?
I find my quarters just fine, Commander. That's not why you were summoned. You see, something's been bothering me.
Mia?
I've spoken to your men at the Keep, and their story is the same as yours. There was a riot instigated by the Resistance. In the ensuing chaos, Apostle Alvani was killed. His body was, inconveniently, burned in the fire. It was a bloodbath, one that someone will have to answer for someday.
Certainly, General. I will see to it.
I'm sure you will. I also spoke with some of the surviving prisoners. Their story diverged significantly from yours.
That doesn't surprise me. They're a treacherous lot, looking for any excuse to spread discord.
Maybe so. But before the riot broke out, the Warden claims he was ordered to execute the Apostle. By you, personally, Commander.
Lies! The infidel is trying to save his own skin.
Perhaps, but what reason would he have to lie? It doesn't absolve him of any responsibility in regards to the riot. He still awaits his trial at Coldstone. He tells me the noose had been made ready for Alvani to hang at first light. I'm not saying I trust the man. He's a cruel little person. But he appears to respect the chain of command.
And what did the prisoners tell you?
That the riot was set in motion to free the Apostle, not murder him. And that it succeeded.
That's preposterous. Kian Alvane is ashes. He walks in shadow, lost and afraid, far from the glory of the First Mountain and the light of the Goddess.
So you tell me, Commander, and I'd hate to think you're lying to me or omitting the truth. Your relationship with Alvani. There was animosity. You knew each other when you were boys.
We had run-ins. When we were both on the streets of Sadir, it wasn't uncommon.
But your rivalry was bloodier, went deeper than boyish pranks.
It was a long time ago. We were past that.
I want to believe you, Commander. Your position here is important to me, to the Six, to all of Azadir.
Have I not always served the Goddess and my people, Mia? Have I not proven myself to the Six and the Council? To the Seat, to you? Any suggestion that I'm less than faithful? It greatly offends me.
As it should, Famon. I have no wish to discover you've been lying to me. I have no wish to see you placed in chains. I want to believe you. And for now, I do. But I will continue investigating this matter, because something about it is not right. Something about it bothers me. If you know something, I urge you to come to me as quickly as possible before I learn you've kept the truth from me.
I have not. I walk in the light, Mir. Everything I do for my nation and my people.
Very well. You may go.
May the goddess protect you, General.
The light shine upon us all and illuminate our path.
Well, sounds like keeping the warden alive may have had a purpose after all. Anything we can do to spread suspicion on Vamon seems like a good thing to me. And though I don't yet know if Hami is really on our side, so far it doesn't seem like he is really helping the others.
What news do you have for us, Ulrich?
Right, so a man comes into my bar this afternoon. Azadi soldier, off duty. Has a few beers, starts getting flushed and loose-lipped. Man says there's talk of a raid. This very night, in the magic ghetto. And there's a list.
A list?
The ones they're targeting. The ones they're bringing back out again.
But why now? I mean, it's not payback, is it?
He did mention the weapons shipment that got blown sky-high last week. Caused a fair bit of ruckus, that. Was the talk of this place for days. Seems some people enjoy a good explosion. Apparently, the commander of the Azadi Special Forces took it as a personal insult. Commander...
Vamon. He would take that personally.
Also, man said, there's been more weapons and supplies being smuggled into the city, right under Azadi noses. Well, they've caught a few shipments, so they know people are arming themselves in the ghetto, that there's trouble brewing.
The mole's been more cooperative than usual. Whatever you did for Kian, it appears to have been appreciated.
So, the way I see it, the Azadi might want to make a decisive strike tonight, before they lose control of Old Town.
Well, they're not wrong. So, we need to find out who's on this list, and we need to know when they're gonna strike and from where, and we need to...
Patience, Inu. One thing at a time. First we must learn if, when, and where this raid is taking place. Then we must warn our friends, including the mole. And then we must get our own people to safety, before the Azadi come.
I have a few contacts I can poke. Liko?
I'll start with our people in the ghetto. Kian, if you could pay the mole a courtesy call.
That won't take long. Is there anything else I can do?
I doubt it. Let's meet back here before midnight.
Will do. Good luck, the both of you.
Watch your back.
Well, they seem to trust Kian a bit more now. That's good, at least. And we need to warn the mole about the raid. That should be easy enough. We know where to go.
Kian, if I may have a word. In private. I have a message from a common friend. She wishes to see you, alone, as soon as possible. She told me she'd wait for you where all of Old Town lies below us. Wherever that might be. She does like to speak in riddles, that one.
Thanks, Elvig.
And when you do see her, tell her it's time she paid her tab. She won't receive another drop of Merryminstrom until she does.
Sure, I'll try to remember that. Okay, we have to find Anna, the mystery woman we met before here in the Rooster and Kitten. Or Cock and Puss, if you like. And find her in a place overlooking Old Town. I'm sure it's right next to where children visualize their dreams. Why can't anyone ever just tell us where they are? Always have to make it difficult. Alright. Seem to be having some graphical glitches at the moment, but it's not too bad. Is there a map near here? I thought there was a map near here. I guess there's not a map near here. Then we'll go to a place where there is one. City Green is over here. And I know there's a map there, so hopefully we can find out where all of Old Town lies below us. So it has to be something above Old Town. And that includes the bones, actually, if you look by the... or at least the lower part of the bones, including City Green, where we are right now, if you go by the legend on the right there. I guess Journeyman's Inn is not in that list. But I guess the bench that we saw before is a place that would be above all of this, so let's try that. That's definitely the highest path we have available. So it seems like a good place to start. This isn't that hard. The Marcuria is not actually that big. So even if you can't figure it out, it won't take you that long to just run around the whole place until you find her. Or at least the part of Marcuria that we can actually reach is not that big. And indeed, there she is.
It's a nice view, isn't it? I've always found Marcuria beautiful, especially in summer. Of course, those metal tubes are a bit of an eyesore. And that tower... Actually, the tower I quite like.
Why did you want to meet me?
Oh, so impatient. You always were. I've been saving something for a rainy day. Someone, actually. And, well, no rain at the moment. But the forecast for tonight sounds grim.
I see. Does she know something about this raid?
It can't hurt to pool our resources and share information. She knows something about tonight.
Well, at this point, I still have absolutely no reason to trust this person, so let's go with this one.
Saving someone for a rainy day?
There's an Azadi officer, high-ranking, a captain. He has, an arrangement with a young woman in Old Town. A non-human.
He's fucking a magical.
Eloquent, but yeah, he's fucking a magical. We both know what it would do to his career if anyone found out.
They'd strip him of his rank. He'd be arrested, tortured, most likely sentenced to death.
All for a little blue girl and some exotic sex. Your people are so predictable, Azadi. So easy to compromise. You know, the more things you forbid, the more sins there are to be tempted by. You're a nation of the repressed, a powder keg ready to blow.
But how will this information help us?
Today is this officer's day with his young lady. She has a room near Shady Quay. Our horny captain never goes alone. The fool brings his uniformed knave to keep watch, which is convenient, like a big arrow pointing to the right door. If you were to confront the captain in a compromising position, there'd be no limit to what you could accomplish.
Why give me this information? You could have profited from it yourself.
I have no need for money or leverage. But I thought you could put this to good use. Find out what's going down. Maybe stop it, save some lives, or take some.
I thought you didn't care about the resistance.
I never said that. I never said I did either. But maybe I care for other things.
Why did you bring me all the way up here to tell me this?
Because I don't trust them or anyone. I've been burned in the past.
But why me?
Because you, Kian, I trust.
What? We don't know her.
I can't reject her. This isn't right.
No, it's not.
Anna, wait.
And she runs off. Which actually also happens if you do let her kiss you. And yes, that option is horribly misnamed. Kiss her is not what happens. Let her kiss you is what happens. I mean, it's tempting to see what happens when you kiss her, but we really don't know her. I don't know if Kian has met her since that first night, but we don't know that. There's no reason to know that she's trustworthy. She seems to be interested in Kian, but Kian has no real reason to be interested in her. So that was kind of a weird and awkward encounter there, and I don't think Kian definitely would have let her kiss him. For various reasons, which we'll discover. And regardless of what you pick here, the encounter ends awkwardly anyway. We did that, and we'll just have to warn them all now. I guess we should also think about finding this officer she was talking about and see if we can get information out of him about this raid.
After my shift's up. The shadows are alive. I don't like this posting.
I guess not.
Shadow's name? You came out of nowhere.
I don't think you can go the other way. You have to go through here. Yeah, it's not like that's a big detour. It's too bad we can't get back to the tower. Would have liked to see that. Well, at least they cleaned the fire up in the 10 days. Anything left to see about from that on the docks here? Nope, it's all cleared out. Not even a guard anymore. I think you have
to... If you're a ghost, just leave me be.
I think you actually have to warn them all before you can seek out that Azadi. Well, it looks like the market isn't as empty as it was last time. At night, so hopefully nobody will shoot any arrows at us either at this point. Here's the mole's place. I think we can just go inside.
What do you want?
Oh,
I
guess
need
not.
to speak with the mole.
She's not expecting you.
She'll want to hear what I have to say.
Fine. But keep your hands where I can see 'em.
I was planning on it. Alright, let's see. What she has to say about this raid. Maybe she already knows about it. Wouldn't be surprised.
Azadi apostate not dead yet? I expect you'd be dead by now.
Apostate?
If you live this long, you might even make it to my age, but I don't recommend it. When your bones ache each morning and you can barely hold your liquor anymore, you curse the gods for keeping you alive. You come to warn Mole, then?
How did you know?
The Mole always know. Whispers travel on the wind and voices reverberates through the soil. There's word of raid happening. Of course, no one know for sure. The Azadi usually stay out of Old Town, afraid to cause ruckus, upset the order of things, afraid of people rising up against them. Though times do change. Whether Azadi attack happen or not, Mole's prepared. Don't you worry about the Mole. Mole has burrows. Beside, it may be time to leave Mercuria altogether. Those infernal machines your people build make my fur stand on end. They crackle, they buzz. They are opposite of magic. Make Mole's head pound. Dunno what they're for and what'll happen when they're all done building them, but Mole don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Something's coming, Kian of the rebels. I smell it. I feel it in my whiskers, in my aching bones. Something unnatural, something mean. There's no room in Mercuria for magic or for magicals. Not anymore. No. Whether Azadi attack is coming or not, it's time for the Mole to dig other burrows. Or perhaps return home to the birth burrow. Find an old familiar hole to sleep in. Sleep until this shadow has passed. Or until we're all of us dry bones beneath the soil. You may consider your warning delivered. This is the last you'll see of me. The last you see of the Banda, the burrowers, the little ones who sing to the soil. My people, all gone. You tell your shepherd she's welcome to everything in my possession. All the weapons and food and medicine. All you need to keep fighting. Watch your hide, Kian of Clan Alvane. These are dark times, and you're at the heart of it all. Well, why are you still here? Go! Go! May the soil be ever soft under your feet, Apostle. The fate of worlds falls on you now.
Why does everybody know more about this than we do? And why can't they just tell us if they do know? Poor Mole. Not much left for her. So with the way the things are going here in Mercuria, I can understand that she would rather just leave at this point. And now we have to find the Azadi officer, who is actually in Shady Quay, or Key, whatever, here somewhere. Even though it here just says Old Town, we were told Shady Key before. And wouldn't you know it, there's a guard right there.
He's guarding the door to that house. This must be where that Azadi officer meets his girl.
I have a feeling we can't just knock on the door there. Find a way to create a diversion.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
Nope, he's too alert for even Neville to fool him. At least he doesn't recognize us, I guess. But we'll have to figure out how to create that version in the next video.